product a score out of a 10, to be honest about it, I would say I would give it something like about a
cosign.
I told you guys I'd give you my feedback on the shred lights and whether or not this is an item that you should purchase. If you are in the market for an electric skateboard, or you have an electric skateboard, you know that one of the things that you're probably going to need, especially if you're going to be riding out, is lights. And I'll be honest with you, the reviews on the shred lights are real inconsistent. I saw some people that said they loved them. I saw other people that said that they were just very subpar lights. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed with them, but I want to kind of tell you some of the things that you may want to consider before you want to buy it. They do come in a nice box. It says the shred lights on them. Very nice box. It has information on it as well about how long they'll last, how far you'll see, depending on the type of strength that you're using on it, whether it's high, low, medium, flashing, and that type of thing. They come in this really cool box. I will admit it's a cool box. It's very neat and clean on the inside, and it has the lights inside of there, a bunch of different stickers. So it's very nice packaging, so you cannot deny that. The packaging is pretty awesome, and I bought the set that came with the front lights and also the rear lights. The front lights, of course, are white, and the rear lights are red, but they both flash. You can put them on flash, strobe, those kind of things. There's multiple strobe modes, which is pretty impressive, which I'll show you guys in the video as well. It also comes with a variety of mounting kits. And I'll just show you some of them. I can't show you all of them because I'm actually using some on my board and then also my son's board. But it comes with all these mounting kits that would fit basically any skateboard that exists on the market. They have standard ones for, they fit every board. They have one specifically for boosted board because of the way they're made with the belt-driven motors, different things like that. So you can see the material is very nice. It looks like it's gonna last a long time, not cheap at all. So I was pretty impressed with that. And then it also comes with the charging cable, and the charging cable actually is USB on one side, but then it's on the other side it has the two connection areas so that you can actually charge two of your lights at the same time. Each box comes with one, so because I bought the rear and the front light, I actually got two of the charging cables, one for the rear, one for the front. But to be honest about it, when you're using the lights, the red lights are going to last a long time, so I don't charge the red ones that often. However, I do charge the front ones often just because if I ever use it at night, I don't want to run out of power. So let me kind of show you a close-up of the actual light. I chose to mount mine, I don't know if you can see it on my board, on top of the board. And, you know, I could have chosen to mount it up under like some people do, but I mounted the front ones on top, and then the rear ones I actually mounted on the bottom of the board. And one of the reasons why I went ahead and I decided to mount the lights on the top of the board is that I feel like it gave me more, it shined brighter and further ahead of me than if they were under the trucks. And you'll see that in the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off one of the lights just so you can kind of see it. And it's really cool. They mount into these metal areas, and they're very stable. I've ridden them, went up hills, hit bumps. They haven't come off yet. I'm pretty impressed with them, and they have this little clip in which it disconnects, and it looks something like this. It's a really cool looking light, and it's rubberized. It's pretty much waterproof. The part that you charge, there's a plug area that covers it so that it remains safe while you're riding if it happens to get wet. You got the on function. You hold it down for 3 seconds to turn it off. Really quick to slide it right back on if you want to slide it on. Boom, it slid on. It's that quick and easy. It locked in place. But some of the things I wanted to say about the light that I'm pretty impressed with, I'll be honest, I was surprised how far it shows in front of me. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're one of those guys that think that you're going to put these lights on your board and you're going to do 30 miles an hour on it, no. To me, that's not what they're designed for. When I'm using the lights, I can drive at a good steady pace. I would say, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour and still have enough reaction time to see in front of me and still feel safe. So I really appreciate that, and I love that aspect of it. The other thing that I really like is with the rear one, or with the front and the rear ones, I normally have, there's a setting where you can have it on just bright red and people see it. You can have it where it strobes quickly. Then you can have it where it strobes almost like with a pattern. So when you have both of them going and they're strobing with that pattern, it looks really cool. I mean, it looks real cool and people see it. I just think it makes it look fancy, makes your board look nice and fancy. So to be honest about it, I'm pretty impressed with the product. There are some people that have been talking about how they didn't like it. I think that me personally, and I didn't test it with them mounted under, but in my opinion, I feel like you're going to get much better light output if you mount the lights on top of the board. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little hesitant to do that because I don't like stuff on my board. If I'm riding and I need to run off of the board in case I need to stop suddenly or something like that, I feel like anything up front could get in my way of that. I'll be honest, I've had to run off the board like twice, and my foot did bump them, but the way they are, they're not super solid to where like your foot would bump them and you would trip or fall off or anything like that. So I enjoy mounting mine up top. Of course, in the video, I'm going to put some video of us riding at night. You'll see us riding in low light where it's not completely dark, but it's a little light out so you can kind of see what the output looks like. And just to give you an idea of the product, overall, I would say it's a worth it investment. They do have a variety of other kits. You know, they got the Night Ops kit where it comes with extra. You get these lights here, front and back. Then I think you get a light for your helmet, the front of your helmet, a light for the back of your helmet, if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in. If I had to give the product a score out of a 10, to be honest about it, I would say I would give it something like about a 9. I don't have like any major complaints about the product. I think it's a really solid product. And just one of the things that I wanted to kind of just, I guess, give Shred Lights a shout out. When I ordered them, I guess the lights are on back order. I don't think they're on back order right now. But I called them because they sent the email, a courtesy email, said, hey, your lights are about to ship. You should have them by the end of the week. I actually sent them an email and I said, hey guys, I've been waiting for a little while. I said, there's another night ride coming. I don't want to miss another one. I said, is there any way I can get them sooner? They were kind enough to priority mail them to me, and I got them in like 2 days and enough time for me to do my first night ride. So I was very impressed with the customer service with them. Pretty impressed with them. So overall, I would give the product a 9. I think that if you're looking for some lights to so that you could be visible at night but then also see in front of you, I think it's a great light. But I mean, the one limitation I do have to say about these lights is don't think you're going to put these lights on your board and you're about to do 25-30 miles an hour. It's not going to happen. There's just some cracks and dents that you just simply can't see when it's dark, even if you have a flashlight. So I don't really think it's safe to do that anyway. But nevertheless, I think it's a great product. I wanted to leave you guys with a motivational word. I did some research on Shred Light, and I discovered that the founders or the people that created the company were actually college students when they created the company. And I think they were actually students at San Diego State, and they actually took advantage of the resources on campus to build the first model on campus. So oftentimes when we're thinking about starting a business, we're thinking about writing a book, we're thinking about doing something new or uncomfortable, self-doubt starts to kick in, and we start to say things like, I don't have the resources, or will people buy my product, and things like that. And I want you to know that a lot of these large businesses, successful businesses, they started out small. Amazon started out in a garage. Same thing with Apple. They started off in somebody's room in their home, but they had a vision and they worked the vision so that it became what they wanted it to be. So whatever it is that you have that you wanted to start, don't be afraid to start it. Shred Lights, I think you have a winner with the product. Good job on the lights. I look forward to, I guess, checking them out later and just giving you guys an update after I put some more miles on the board with the lights on there. But nevertheless, I think that this is a solid product and that people will like it. So as always, I see at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace, man.